Tell us your name.
Shakil.
Shakil, how old are you?
17.
Okay. How long have you been with the Godwin Foundation?
About 3 years now.
Would you be able to tell us the impact it's having on you?
Well, it's just really opened my eyes to the fact that there's lots of youths out there, lots of problems, there's a bit of math crime, and that every day people face different obstacles in their lives. So this foundation has kind of helped me realize that there's more to life than the world life. So there's a bright light there, basically. So there's more to life than just average teenagers.
Any advice you can give us way forward? Or if there's any teenager out there?
There's not always, usually people see life as, it's kind of hard. So obviously growing up in kind of urban areas, you always face problems. But if you're not trying to get involved in this particular lifestyle, then there's no way out of it. But there's always a way out. Obviously, it might not be as easy as you can see, but there's always a way out. But usually, you have to try and keep yourself busy and surround yourself around positive people. So that's really fundamental.
It's just amazing to see you grow into a man. Thank you, Shakil. Hi JJ, thanks for your time this evening. Okay, JJ, tell us, how long have you been with the Godwin Foundation?
Since I was about 15. Started in school, at St. Ignatius, just doing different activities, teamwork groups, how to focus your anger, little things like staying out of trouble, like not falling for peer pressure and stuff like that. And then went on from there.
Has it really helped you?
It brought me together with my friends a lot more than I was. It made me see who I was more as well. I found a lot of stuff out about myself. Like public speaking, I'm good at that, and I didn't really know that at first. I see that my friends and notice their weaknesses, some of my weaknesses too, and it helped us as a group as well, which was really good.
If there's a young person out there, what would be the best advice for them?
Just that, there's always help, in a way, you're never on your own, Most of us have seen it, been there, the gang stuff, shooting, stabbings and all that, and you can begin to feel isolated and everyone's against you, and that's not the case, and you're the perfect example of that. So yeah.
Thank you. If there's a young person out there, you're not alone. If you do need help, don't hesitate to contact the Godwin Foundation. Thank you. Hi Casey. Thanks for your time this evening. Casey, tell us, how long have you been with the Godwin Foundation?
I've been with the Godwin Foundation about 2 years. Originally started when we had a residential, and that was the first time where I met you and I met the rest of the boys who were involved in the foundation. So that was quite a good experience. So that was my first insight into what positive work that the foundation does.
Tell us some of the things that you've learned out of some of the projects that we've done.
I think before I started I was quite ignorant to it. I think I like to place myself away from it and say that people who were involved with knife crime, it was their fault and they should have picked a better path, but get involved in the foundation now, and there's plenty of things that can drive a young person to get involved in that. Sometimes it's not even their fault. So rather than push it aside and think it's something that I have nothing to do with, I've decided to maybe take more of a proactive role in it and stop necessarily putting myself on a pedestal above it, getting involved in helping young people who are in that place, because I think a lot of people don't realise that they can actually make that change. They don't have to wait for the system to change, because we all know that's not going to happen anytime soon. So, yeah.
Brilliant. What's the way forward?
The way forward, I think, is to get more young people, like we have at the foundation, realising that they can make a change themselves. Also, stop making it this thing where it's the adults that have to do it, or it's the system itself. I think people need to understand that as a young person, considering it's affecting you, you have to be the one to want to change it.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Thank you.